The views and opinions in this video and comments to this channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions of this channel's broadcaster. If you have a complaint about something or find the content is being used incorrectly, please don't contact the broadcaster.
This is Balaclava Diaries. We're toxic, we're talking aggressive. If you don't like it, send a message. We're weed stimulated, educated, top rated, and never baited. I am the OG MacG. To the left of me, far left, is Mr. Let's Party. Today, we have some really hungry belly youths on our show, I'm not gonna lie. These guys yam food from on road at least minimum twice a week. I think that's like a Toronto average, but I could be wrong. But these guys have done a lot in the community right now. They've, one of the first food bloggers, as Let's said, how did you put it? They're the first what?
The first real. I'm gonna, the
N-word.
sorry. Not at the first real niggers on the road doing their thing when it comes to the food blogging thing in the
first real niggas on road doing their thing with the food blogging on some real shit, you know what I mean? And they're making big waves in the city. So you guys doing cooking shows and all types of shit nowadays, you know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot going on with these guys. So let's big up Marv TV.
Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that.
Man. That's a crazy intro.
Love.
So yeah, like introduce yourself to the people, who are you?
I'm D1, Marv TV.
I'm Tim on Galdem Bimmer.
Okay. Sim Simma.
Tim, you get me.
So, take us back to the beginning, When did you first fall in love with fast food, yo? Like, who?
You guys, man, that's at home, tired of eating the same stuff, Mickey D's, all them type of things, Burger King, and then what happened?
You want me to start?
Start it off.
All right. So I kind of had this idea for a show, right? For a food show, because obviously, like everybody else, watched the food channel type shit, and then I was also watching what's his name? Action Bronson.
Okay.
Right.
He had his show. Yeah, he had his show with his couple brethrens, and I seen this on YouTube in the UK called Pengus Munch.
Okay,
So these times I was watching all these shows. I'm like, yo, bro, I could do this. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I didn't want to do it by myself, and I started working with him at a go-karting track.
Okay.
And then from me and him, we're working together. Obviously, I had good chemistry. We linked up brethrens, whatever. We always had our workplace booming with the customers. They were having fun. So then I told my cousin, Jared, who runs our camera sometimes, I told him, like, yo, bro, I want to do this, but I want to do it with Tim from my workplace. He's like, yo, bro, if you think that's a good idea, do it. So then I showed Tim the idea. He said, let's run it. And that's the story of Tim.
Okay, that's crazy. So, since then, it's just been non-stop.
Level after level.
Yeah, non-stop.
Meal after meal.
Couple of changes in terms of personnel. Best way to put it. But yeah, man, just non-stop. Keep grinding. Same energy in terms of like where we want to go, vision, and just world domination. So yeah, man, just keep running it.
Evolving with the algorithm.
Yeah, changes, all that.
Literally, bro.
You
So
guys
what
know
side
how
of the city you guys from?
North York.
Oh, okay.
I'm from Malton.
Okay.
Yeah.
They call it MA. It's not called, it's called Malton.
Nah, it's called MA, it's called the Ave.
Oh, here we go, the Ave. Oh.
All of that.
So Toronto being a city of many cultures, right? Like there's a lot of cultures in Toronto, different races, so on and so forth. What culture do you think has the best food in Toronto?
Come on, don't do
Really
that.
biased.
No.
Why you gonna-
Racist on this show. I don't give a
on,
fuck.
I'm
bro.
saying
I don't give a
Jamaican.
fuck.
I don't care.
They already hate us, man. These guys hate you, but
I'm gonna say Jamaican, bro.
To me, it's an easy question. It's an easy answer. It's
My top three:
Jamaican.
Chinese food. It's a hard second. If it wasn't for Jamaican food, Chinese would be my number one.
I hear you still.
Number three.
Sticking to the roots.
Number three. I don't know. It's up for debate. I don't want to say Mexican and sound basic.
Right. But that's, tacos and burritos.
Tacos
and
and yeah.
That's dope. There's nothing wrong with that. What about you, bro?
Yeah.
List
Me?
your top three. List your top
All right,
three.
I'm gonna say Jamaican. I wanna say, I'm gonna say Asia.
Do you like Chinese food though? Oh, yo, Thai is my top. Thai is my third.
I'm gonna say Asia.
Thai
Chinese
food,
or Asia, you know,
Like all
because
Asian, just like Asian food.
Asian food in general. I won't say just
Japanese,
Chinese.
Korean,
Exactly.
But you can't just pack in Asia.
can't just say
like that,
Chinese,
'cause there's-
right?
No, but it's fair. Let
But
it,
No, but there's a
very
lot of
fair.
different.
Asia, it's
There's a
very
lot
fair.
of different countries in Asia. Man.
Yeah,
they are, but
because
like
India's a part of Asia as well.
Yeah,
You know?
India's a part, Japan's a part. That's different food altogether.
you know what? Because like it's hard to. Asia has so much. You can say Chinese is good, Japanese is good, Korean is good. I don't want to pick out of the three.
Max said his
Anything
belly,
I would,
his
like-
belly can just.
If any,
Yeah, his belly just like no, it can't this like.
Yeah,
if anything, I would even put those in three. Like Japanese, I'd say Japanese. I'd say Korean. I'd put Chinese third. I'm gonna be real with you. If that was
Okay.
going talking Asia.
And then after the
You know what I
Asians-
mean? And then after Asia, damn, bro, I'm so Jamaican. Cause I think I'll put that 3 times. Yeah, Jamaican. It's not good. It's not good, and it's not good. But and I never really got into African food as well. Like I would put one of those on the list, but I haven't got deep into the African roots to say, yo, I'll put that third. So it's
Some
hard for
people
me.
call African food Jamaican food with a little less flavor. That's what they say.
don't even
I
disrespect.
had suya. You know
Don't
suya?
disrespect Jamaican food.
You know
like that.
suya?
Oh, now
Respectfully.
this guy's
know
dissing
suya?
Africa.
Don't disrespect
He's
Jamaican.
dissing Africa.
I had
Nah,
suya.
everything tomato. Everything tomato.
Nah, he's just yo, hold on. Yo, disclaimer: African people, I love you guys. It's not me.
Bare palm
I'm into the
oil.
mother roots.
Fam,
I'm into the mother roots. It's not me, bro.
you eat African food. The roof
not me.
of your mouth is just oily, fam.
No, it's not all the time, bro.
Nah, bro. Jamaican. Don't. You can't
African
buy-
people, it's not me. Disclaimer. I love them. I love the mother roots.
We're on this podcast, right? It's that type of
No,
podcast.
no,
Don't let me stop you.
Be real.
yeah.
I'm not to be honest, like I'm not a big fan of African food. Like the only thing I ever really fuck with is what do you call it? The jollof rice. That's probably the only thing I
Jollof,
fuck with.
suya. You ever had suya?
No, I never had
Suya's
that.
mad like it's like
I respect-
what is that?
It's like goat. Goat, and they put like a
super
nice
dry
seasoning.
though, fam.
Depends where you go, man. These
Nah,
guys just
dry,
disrespectful. This is like the
bro.
mother
You
roots.
can't just diss this
Nah,
dude.
He's
Yo,
dissing the roots. Yo, the colonizers never brainwashed me, fam.
Nah,
The colonizers never. I'm still here, fam. Still here.
I
dry,
haven't
bro.
heard the word colonizer more than I have this
And
year.
jollof,
I'm not gonna lie.
jollof or rice and peas.
You guys are too
Jollof
much.
or rice?
Rice and peas.
I'm gonna obviously choose rice and peas. That's obviously it's
gonna be rice and peas, yeah.
And I had Nigerian jollof and I had Ghanaian jollof.
Yeah, bro.
So what's better? What's better between the two?
Fam, it doesn't even matter. Rice and peas, fam.
What do you think between Nigerian jollof and
I'll say Nigerian, to be honest.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Thing
like
about
Ghanaian jollof
okay,
still.
the thing about both of these rices that I can't discriminate against is that they're both a meal if you eat it alone. Still,
I don't think rice and peas is a
if
meal.
you're
you know.
Rice and peas is definitely a meal.
Rice and peas
you're
is a meal?
shaking it, yeah.
Just because of the beans alone.
Yeah, you're shaking
If
it.
you're
It is
shaking
though.
it,
It is though, fam. The beans alone is will do the job, bro.
Peas with some gravy.
Beans is like isn't beans protein?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, bro. Beans are protein, bro.
Nah,
Crazy.
if you're-
Thinking like how man survived back in the day. It's
Beans
like a
are
can
protein,
of
so-
beans. Just open
Yeah.
that can and just
Rice and
Some
peas
box
is
of
survival food,
magic,
and there's
man.
coconut in it too.
imagine being the force box in a can.
Fam,
of lima
Anyway,
beans.
so what's your okay? We've talked about the best experiences. So what's your worst experience thus far on this journey of numbing pure outside food? Like, what is the worst dish? And call out the restaurant and dust them off right now because they disrespected your mouth like that. Pause.
What's
like
up?
what? What was the,
Honestly, yo, it was a couple years ago. Probably like 2020,
I'm trying to lock in.
2021.
I'm trying to lock in.
It's this girl had a catering business and she did
Remember
I don't remember the name. But fam, it is the worst food I ever had.
We don't, and honestly, guys, we don't remember her name.
Honest to God, you don't
Honestly, we
remember.
don't. But one thing we did do,
We messaged her and
DM'd
said,
her. We're like,
yo.
we're not gonna lie to you, we can't even post this.
We said,
No, real like.
we
Nah.
told her we can't post it.
I'm like, cause,
You have them city, yo.
Nah.
Belly's hurting. My belly's hurting right now, dog. Yo,
Nah, we can't
So
post
hold
this.
on, you said
Nah,
you-
respectfully,
okay, so
though.
after you told her you couldn't post it, what was the
she was honestly.
said thank you.
Thank you. She's like, she understands.
understand,
Thank you.
thank
Like,
you. She didn't
has to-
say nothing.
She has to level up. You know, we won't call her.
It's
but she
almost like
knows who
she did it on purpose.
But like, you're cold.
Like what? What do you mean?
No,
thank
but
you?
like we're not those type of people that like when we do this stuff. Like for example, like as you guys know who we are. Like we're not the guys that go to restaurants and just like, oh, this restaurant's shit, it's crap. It's because we don't want to like shoot down people's businesses at the same time. We don't know like that could be somebody's rent they're trying to pay that way. And you're coming into place and you're like, yo, that
But you
man,
gotta
they're
keep
shutting
it
down their
real
business.
too to maintain
Of
your
course.
integrity, right?
Of course. That's like to a certain extent. That's how we
So
do our
just
thing,
name
right?
off the bat right now, real talk, like 2 restaurants you'll never go back to.
But honestly, dude, we didn't even eat bad food.
And that's how. And
No,
remember
no,
you
I
asking the
don't know.
secret.
Instead of saying
But
bad
no,
food,
fam, don't let me finesse you. You're trying to find the secret. Remember, you're trying to find the secret of how we do our thing.
But honestly,
I'm joking,
God
I'm
though,
joking.
when was the we don't go? We haven't been anywhere bad that comes to mind.
Just
Because
except for
we-
that one girl.
Like 2 restaurants
That was
you
back in
wouldn't
the
go back
day.
to.
2 restaurants I wouldn't
Won't
go back to.
Ah man.
I'll tell you this. I won't go back to, and I know a lot of Asians will get at me for this. At which mall is it? I forgot the mall. Oh, First Markham Plaza.
Right.
They sell duck, Chinese duck over
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know if it's because I'm black.
My brethren calls it the fried basketball. They hang it in the
Yeah,
window.
that's crazy.
That's wild, yo.
I don't know if it's because I'm black or I'm not Chinese or whatever, but ever since the one time we went with the Chef Johnson, he brought us there to get duck for the first time. It was fire, you know? But he's Chinese. Ever since I've been going back there, fam, they give me old duck.
So you know, you're not speaking that language.
I'm not, you feel me?
The same service.
And she just keeps giving me old duck from yesterday. And then I found the next duck spot, so I'm like, okay, they're giving me the fresh
Man's
thing.
getting roadkill geese.
So
They're roadkill.
I won't go back. I won't go back to First Markham place to get duck because they keep giving me old duck, and I found a better place.
Yo,
I'll
you
say
heard that here, yo. Dashway First Markham place, you're not dealing with the niggas, correct?
It's hard to think about a spot for real, you know. I'm here actually trying to think because like, I know me, like even when we pick our spots, we're not trying to get run belly.
Yeah.
We grew up Jamaican.
I don't
Even my
remember-
dad, like, you know. I mean, really, that's why we don't get.
No,
we
real
know,
talk.
like, we don't
But I
want
see you
run
try
belly.
curry
bro.
from next people, and that's something I'll never do myself.
Because yo,
you know what
You're
I'm
right.
saying?
You're
'Cause,
very
like,
correct.
that-
Still.
my dad, my dad's an old school guy. My dad's like, he's a senior, so he doesn't play. He's like, no, go, I'm not curry, you know. It's like
Say that
you.
again, what? Say that again?
No, go, people, yeah, I forgot, no, I'm not curry, you know.
Yeah, it's true.
pies
Can't
in
damn
you.
curry upon them next
Yeah,
people,
yo,
yo.
seriously.
Die still.
Your dad still out the road, like definitely like
Taking a risk.
Yeah, fam.
I know that's one thing I don't eat on road.
Okay,
But
so
that's
what's the five safe on-road Jamaican foods that you can buy from anywhere? Like, even if you've never seen
curry
this man in your
going
life, what are like 5 foods that you can buy and be safe?
Oxtail, fried chicken, obviously.
You saying restaurants or just stuff in general?
Just stuff in general, like the
to
food.
be safe.
To
Safe
just
Jamaican
be
food.
like if I just came out of Rebel nightclub and I seen a
Patty.
Patty's one,
Patty,
okay.
cocoa bread, pineapple grace. You go.
You're right,
That's
okay.
a good one. No?
That's one.
Yeah. What else? What else though?
Fried chicken.
Fried chicken.
Fried chicken you can't get a run belly from?
You saying?
safe.
You saying?
To
You saying
be
stuff?
safe, yeah. Like when you're just trying to buy the food and you know, like
No
I pull
matter
up outside
what.
a Rebel nightclub right now,
fried
and I
chicken
need
you can
to
low-key eat. He's not
eat because
lying.
I'm drunk as hell
He's not
because I'm
lying,
driving
bro.
home, and then I need to figure out.
Okay.
What is the safest thing I can get from this food truck that's
Okay.
Jamaican?
You
Hear
take
me.
that one.
Okay.
You take that one.
Okay, hear me. Festival and oxtail gravy. Calm. Dumpling. Fam, you can't get one belly from that. What you saying to me?
Can't get rum.
What? With a gravy? That's solid.
This guy's
no?
a scientist,
All right,
so
that's
that's
solid.
smart
I
still.
bet.
That's
Okay,
two.
we'll take
Patty's the
that.
next
Two?
one.
Okay.
Patty's the next one.
All right,
for
we
sure.
took patty. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's 2. Okay, hear me now. See? We're gonna do jerk chicken and a hard old bread. You gonna get rum belly? Or jerk chicken too spicy? You gonna get rum belly?
No, what? No, because you
'Cause
know
there's no
what?
other
The
meals.
hard bread soaks up
meals are
whatever the
hard.
damage could be. Right? So, no, we're getting
What kind of science is that, man?
it's true,
The
still.
bread, right? Because you said run belly, right? I'm not trying to add, right? I'm not trying to add stuff that's heavy will make you bloated.
Yeah.
You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
What's the first one now?
You know, so
So number 4.
That's Jamaican
safety.
food.
Safety and
safety,
Jamaican
right?
food.
That's the word. Okay,
Yeah.
bet. I'm gonna say a soup.
Okay.
Corn
You
soup.
saying
It's true. Corn soup. You can't go wrong. I was going to say corn soup.
I'll wait
Yeah.
for you to say that one.
A
Corn
nice
soup, you
one,
can't
right?
go wrong.
I can't believe we didn't say that
Because
first.
we got a lot of white, you know, fans that watch
Yeah,
us
yeah.
and stuff, and so
Soup,
it's
bro.
like, you know, if you're gonna
Safe.
eat Jamaican food, these are the things you go
Yeah,
for.
yeah.
Don't try to be experimental and get a curry goat.
But I read
You
the
don't
white
know what's
people
going
because
on.
white people they'll try the
They do.
curry.
They do. They don't shit. It doesn't matter what.
Remember,
curry.
they'll travel to India and try
They'll
their
shit
curry.
still.
So they
They'll
don't
shit.
You know,
They'll
I,
shit.
I have to
They'll
respect
definitely
their
shit.
game, fam.
Yo, fam, Joe.
They'll tap into the culture. Both feet.
Those are
They're
dangerous.
not
you know
scared
that,
to. They're not scared to shit. If you're scared to shit, you don't try the people's stuff. People that are scared to shit. You know what I mean, though, right?
If you're not sure to use the bathroom, you can't be eating.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
anybody's culture. You don't matter.
Crazy.
You know what you guys should try on the podcast? We did this years ago. The one chip challenge.
One chip.
Challenge.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but the
you
podcast
heard
will be
of
done though.
What is that like? It's like spicy or something?
It's a spicy chip.
Like this will be done. You have to pack up and everything.
Yeah, we should have brought it for these guys.
They wouldn't do it.
Nah, yo, I can't.
The podcast would end in 5 minutes.
Nah, I'm telling you, bro.
Can't do
I
this.
said, yo, I can't do those.
I can't. Like personally, I have the most water belly probably out of everybody in this world, man. Like I can't. You know what I
His
mean?
belly's bun up after.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
fam,
belly gets
Marshall.
bun up easy. Like,
I might have to call the ambulance.
okay, so you guys kind of do a whole lot of like restaurant coverage. Do you like street food? Like is street food a part of the vocabulary with you guys, or is it more just trying to focus on restaurants?
Define street food though.
Like food trucks,
Handheld.
the glizzy man on the corner.
Calm.
like,
We
you
on
know what I mean?
chill.
You know, they have those festivals, people are outside selling their food or whatever. Yeah, like it's not always a man that has a restaurant, but sometimes they have like vendors.
food. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Street food sometimes is the best.
Yeah. Street food is definitely
You know what I
sometimes
mean?
the best.
It's sometimes the best. 'cause
Recently though, we haven't really we've been so busy just tapping into like not only just restaurants, just like people even coming up in general, just not on the street, but just people coming up. You know, they have a place for the cooking out of, or just even restaurants. You know, not big restaurants though, more like family-owned restaurants.
Okay,
No
okay.
franchise type stuff, like like this is around the corner,
Right,
they're banging. Like, you have good food.
Yeah.
Right.
But food trucks, like we actually need to tap more into because there's
Yeah.
actually a lot of good food trucks in the city, from
For
Brampton
real,
to
there's a
Toronto.
man that makes an
Toronto.
oxtail burger in Scarborough.
We've
fam.
been there. Stop.
Man, checked it quick. I think it's my dog.
What are you talking about?
My
You
dog.
tried that, right?
It's my Bridget.
Big up,
He
yeah,
don't listen
yeah.
like that.
I forgot who I was talking
That's
to.
his
but-
Bridget. No, man knows him.
Yeah.
Man, call
He's
his
gonna let
name.
you know that you're coming. Like,
Goodies, Julian is served that
Yeah.
oxtail burger, and when we went, he actually gave us oxtail, plantain, and shrimp.
Yeah, in one burger.
It was insane,
Stupid.
Mixed in the
brother.
Yeah, it's
This
fire.
is what I'm
sure.
saying to you right now. He gave us the oxtail, plantain, and like some seared shrimp with it.
But he sells box
Boucher
food.
bun.
He sells box food
Boucher
too.
bun
You know
and
what I mean?
burger.
Yeah.
So is that really street food? Like he has street food options. You feel me?
True,
But he
true,
sells
true.
box food too.
Okay.
He's a guy. Big up Julian.
Yeah,
still.
big up
Yeah,
Julian.
big up.
He gets a check, certified check from Mar for sure.
So who do you is the best chef in Toronto so
It's a
far?
great question. Chef Johnson is up there.
Chef Johnson's up there.
But hear me. Trey Sanderson.
Trey Sanderson.
We had him on our cooking show.
Yeah,
He's the winner
man.
of Top Chef Canada.
I gotta say Trey.
Brother, it's the closest thing to playing basketball with LeBron.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Fam,
That wasn't like not really. Yo, like, but real talk, bro. Like,
What are you talking
Cause
about?
yo,
Who
we got him lit, right? He was drinking.
Yeah.
Fam, as soon as the man started cooking, cleaning as he's cooking, quick. I'm like, yo.
I mean, Loki trying to get him too.
I'm trying to
mess up.
talk
No,
to him.
no, no,
He's locked in. I'm like, yeah, this is like playing ball with
Crazy.
LeBron.
Just laugh with us. I'm trying to like, yo, you're not ready. He's like,
Quiet. Not a word. Fam. He's just cooking. Told me shut up. Remember, he won Top Chef Canada.
yeah, he did. And he's
Against
from
other
Scarborough
chefs.
too, bro. From Scarborough, bro. Like real talk. Like he brought it all the way home, and that's like
Slapped.
big up Trey because like as a black guy, especially where he grew up from,
He's
Scarbs,
Mando,
and
you
like
know?
we wanted a man like us to go on a show like that
Against other chefs.
other chefs that come on.
Not home cooks.
They
chefs.
probably have like way more experience, and they even said on the show he was the least experienced.
Yeah.
But it's just the way that he puts the food together.
He slapped them.
You could get potato, you could get this and that, make a meal with it.
Some
That-
mans, their mom has them cooking in the kitchen
Telling
from
you,
their
bro.
young, you know.
Young age.
And that show it's about to drop soon as well for that
Yeah,
season,
that
big
season's about to
season.
drop.
It's everything random. So he everything that he had was random. What he made, like even what we gave him,
He said
what
he
the
never
man
cooked it
made, it
before.
didn't make sense. Like it what we gave him, he should have lost. Like, it makes
Like,
sense.
yo, we handpicked items for him
Like-
to lose. And he still
Still did a
Tastes
thing,
like-
still did a thing.
That's crazy, yo.
and it makes no sense.
So what's his name again? Sorry.
Trey Sanderson.
Trey
Trey
Sanders.
Sanderson.
Yeah, big up
Big
Trey,
up
bro.
Trey
Trey's our guy.
Sanderson,
He's like
man.
what,
That's
26,
crazy.
25, doing his thing, man. Big up Trey.
Yeah.
That is honestly
Trey's my
crazy,
guy.
man.
All right, with the next, like, you already know the big place or question I gotta ask you guys is with Randy's being closed. Hopefully, it's coming back like they said. What is the best patty place in Toronto right now?
This is your guy for that.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna have to say like a store that you could go to and get a box of 12 and them type of things.
Box of 12, 1, whatever you think.
Mitchell Dean.
I was gonna say Mitchell Dean's, but I'm gonna be real with you. I put Mitchell Dean in like my default where like they're already kind of grayed out for me. and then I start my list. Because Mitchell Dean, like, love that pate. Flaky and nice.
Yo,
Crusty.
man.
You understand?
This guy's talking from here.
Oh, yeah. Real thing, bro. That
If
one
it's
is a really
fresh,
good
it's
patty.
dangerous.
Yes.
What was the
Oven.
station it was at? Kipling Station, I think,
I think it
or
was.
something back
Is
in
it
the
a
day?
Kennedy? Kennedy, one of
Oh.
those two. I'm not a scrubber man, but one of those two. It had
Yeah.
and sell out every
So,
time.
yeah,
you know?
Mitchell Dean's is
But
heavy. Still.
And like you could go to Mitchell Dean, but you have to drive Scarborough, Birchmount, you go to the factory.
it's
But in terms of a storefront, I'm here talking about storefront.
Yeah,
I'll say like Kingston 12 right now.
Kingston 12.
Kingston 12 is really
Where
good.
are
Kingston
they
12,
located?
they're on Duffin and Eglinton actually.
Okay.
Yeah, they're the closest thing to Randy's party.
Okay.
So people are saying that's actually Randy's cousin, Randy's brother. Brother, that's what they're saying.
Beef?
Brother.
Patty beef in this
Yeah, that's what
family
they're
now?
saying. And I love it because you know why I love it too? Because I love it because Randy's is opening back too. That's what I love about it. So now it's like they thought like, you know,
They had upper hand.
yeah. I don't know if somebody from Randy's went over there, but that's the closest thing
Okay.
to Randy's. Like that's the brother.
Hold on, let me write this
Called
down.
Kingston 12. And you tell me, bro. DM us and tell me I'm not.
yeah.
Tell me, yo, Tim, you're not lying. Like that's Randy's brother, not even
Okay.
cousin,
12.
brother.
All right.
So who has the best? Okay, who has the best fried dumpling in the city? And it doesn't have to be just Jamaican. It could be any culture.
Okay,
They say Rasta pasta has the best.
I'll be real with you. The best, personally, for me.
It could be like those Chinese dumplings that are deep fried too. You know, like what?
For me, I could tell you the best dumpling I had with oxtail gravy was at Real Jerk downtown.
Real. Wow. I'm
Yeah?
shocked.
Yeah,
The one at Gerard and
Yes, that
Yeah?
location there, I got a nice. It was nice, sweet, not too sweet. It was just perfectly balanced.
Yeah.
Dipping into how it's like holding the oxtail gravy. That was like, it was really good. That
That's
one
the
was really
wettest
flavorful.
dumpling in Toronto
really
is Real
flavorful.
Jerk.
I would never eat
Telling you,
from
that
there.
one, that was there. That's where I got the best. That's for dumpling terms.
Yeah.
That was a good dumpling.
No,
When I went there, I got a
one
really
thing
good dumpling
I
there.
personally don't eat from
You know?
no downtown.
And it wasn't the round ball one though. It wasn't. It wasn't really the. It wasn't the round ball one though. It was more like the. See, it wasn't round like the. You know how you can shape a dumpling different. It was more like a flat like type. Like I can't even explain. It wasn't really a ball.
fried.
And it was fried. But it
Like
wasn't
a
a
flat,
ball.
like
Yeah, but it was like.
I
It
know
was
what
nice
you're
in the area, it
talking
was
about,
perfect.
like
It
almost like a
wasn't-
frisbee, like a saucer. Like,
Yeah,
it
like
wasn't-
you know,
yeah,
it was.
I know
Trust
exactly
me, it was
that shit.
nice area. It was good.
Like I'm just saying, I don't eat from no yard place downtown. That's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
my-
yeah, yeah,
Anything.
yeah, yeah,
If I'm eating yard food, it's more from like a west. It's from.
You have to go
it's
to the
from
end.
west
Yeah,
side,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
where-
yeah.
Never.
None downtown? No, Real Jerk is fucked. They've been
I
there for
never- I
fucking
don't
like
care.
When like I said, when I went there, I don't know if it was a cook, but it was a good dumpling.
Every time I go there, it's always like, yo, honestly, I'm just gonna drive to Eglinton and
But
go.
I'll be honest, I did go back. I did go back one time, and I didn't get the same effect. I did go back.
Yeah, see, you wonder.
It's
I did. I'm not gonna lie.
Probably
I
just
did
caught
go
the
back.
dumpling fresh when it was
did.
fresh, just came out, probably.
But like,
you know what I mean?
you know what I mean? It depends, right?
Yeah.
In the West, like if we're talking about in the West on our like in North York sides,
In Toronto, man, come on, you gotta
Toronto?
do the best one.
Fried dumpling.
fried dumpling, right? Not festival. Talk about fried
He
dumpling.
said. He
For
said.
me, it's Nicey's, fam.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, fam.
Fried dumpling.
Festival
I'll
or
drive there
dumpling.
right now. You don't tell me that.
No, Nicey's
You know-
has you know Nicey's takeout.
But you
They
said
have
you said
the
any
illest fried
culture.
dumpling.
You said any culture.
Yeah.
Any culture though.
You know who the conch fritters I think was fire too.
It's not dumpling though.
But
But kind of
That's fritters.
It's fritters.
what about
still,
the-
fritters is a
Dumpling is just
Yeah, you're
dumpling.
Yeah.
you're right.
Just dumpling. We're not talking festival. We're
Yeah.
talking dumpling.
You
Where could you
went-
go get a solid dumpling?
That's why I said you got it. That's why I said you got it.
For real though.
You got it.
I'm real hungry, belly.
Wow, that's what I said. Yo, this is your expert still.
For me, it's nice.
Can I be honest with you? I'll tell you where I had the best fried dumpling. This is sad, but at the same time, I'm being honest with you guys. Funerals.
Oh my god.
Like, not even stores. I'm having it at like church events and
Yeah, it's true,
and you know
it's true.
baby
'Cause
showers and
Granny
like yo
made that.
who's auntie like
Yeah, somebody.
those are the best
Yeah,
dumplings.
it's
Like
true.
not even storefront places could top those aunties and those grandma. They just don't have the money to start running shop. But if they had the money,
Okay, so
over it.
best fried rice in Toronto.
Ooh.
Fried rice is can go. We can go culture with fried rice. Can we go
Yeah,
cross
you
culture
can
with fried rice?
because Jamaicans make fried rice too, but it's just the restaurant and place you had it where it was.
Okay. What's the name of this that restaurant called? This Chinese restaurant. They do a soft shell crab fried rice.
Good catch.
No. But
okay.
Good Catch has a good one too. What's the name of it? I forgot the name of it.
Soft-shell
But it's
crab.
it's one of those franchises. There's a couple spots. They do a soft shell crab fried rice.
With the lobster, man?
No, man. What's the name of the restaurant? It's not gonna come to me. I forgot.
Damn.
Then we also have
Kanji one?
Kanji Queen.
Kanji
Okay,
Queen.
in there,
They do a soft shell crab
They
fried
make the
rice.
best fried rice in Toronto.
They have a good soft shell crab fried rice. Then there's this next spot in Scarborough. I forgot the name of it. So I just know where they are. Some of them, but I forget the name. But if you give me a second,
It should be
I'll
a
go
bad
find
for
it.
him because like you're into that. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not really like I
They
don't go and
do-
eat Chinese food like that or
They
whatever.
do a fried rice, but they also put fried garlic in it. So like that's how the Filipinos do it,
Okay.
and it's called the Millionaire's Fried Rice.
Millionaire
So it has shrimp and it has scallops as well.
Ballers.
Then you also have who else has a booming fried
Flavorful.
rice?
To be honest, I like Sparkly's fried rice, the pineapple fried rice. I like their fried rice.
Sparkle?
Sparkly's
Sparkly, okay.
by Woodbridge.
Yeah.
They
Who else
had-
has
they
a
had
good
nice
fried rice?
Flavorful.
So what do you guys like look for when you critique this food? Like what do you go through as a process? You guys like kind of talk about it before, and you just kind of go in and have fun with it. Like
We didn't even talk about it.
Go in and have fun with it.
That's
But,
just book.
there's main pillars of food, right? There's taste, texture. You eat with your eyes first, so it has to look good. There's a freshness of it. And then it's the overall technique and authenticity to the culture that you're eating, right? So once you look at those pillars and if it checks its boxes, but some things may look ugly and it tastes fire.
We had a lot of those.
You know what I mean?
Give
And
us an example of that. It look ugly, but it tastes fire.
at a restaurant, it's hard because if they know we're coming to put this on camera, they're gonna make it look good, you know. But even home food, fam, if you're going to a barbecue cookout and you pack up bare food on your plate, it looks like a mess. Looks like chaos, but you know, the mac is
looks
fire.
like
though.
art to me.
You know what I mean? So yeah, fam.
No, I hear that still. Because I mean, you guys stand out so much. Like, so what do you think it is that makes you stand out in that distance above everybody else? You know what I mean? Like,
Organic. We're just
Fam,
organic.
that's a good question, but I could ask
the
you guys.
consistency,
Humble
is
youths.
it- I think it's the consistency and just the fact that you guys have cool personalities already. You know what I mean? But
Appreciate
other
you
than
saying
that,
that.
there must be some, defining layer that is beyond the entertainment value that people look for. Like they trust in your choice in food. So
Yeah,
it's
it's
like,
crazy.
I think it's because
what is it that brings you guys to this process? How do you even pick the restaurant you're gonna go to?
honestly, fam, you gotta keep a mindset of like this. Like the way I see it is like we're not experts. You know what I mean? We're from the ends.
We're not, bro.
So a lot of people who do this food stuff, they're like, "Oh, let me teach you and put you guys on this." Whereas with us, it's like, "Yo, come check out this spot with us. Come learn with us."
yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
it's the same thing. Like we're relatable. Like you looked at us and you're like, "Yeah, I mess with these guys because I know,
They're
you know,
me, like,
they're like me."
not
feel me?
everybody else. Like they're not like you said. I don't like when people try to put on the fake.
Yeah,
critique.
bro.
Like you don't know about
You don't know, like-
flaming young and
Yeah,
how to flip it.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
shut
yeah,
up.
yeah.
So beyond that though, when it comes to like picking a restaurant, for example, like what's the process?
Okay.
there? Like,
Okay, what's picking a restaurant? So we could be on like the Instagram. We could be scrolling for say, right? We're on Instagram scrolling. See up because like algorithm sometimes your spot will pop up. Even if you don't have millions of followers or whatever, or you see somebody go there or whatever. See a spot, okay, look at their page, look at their pictures. Even like, oh, no one's been there. But yo, they have potential. Like, okay, the picture looks good.
Looks good,
What do
yeah.
they have? They have like, for
Or
example,
sounds
like
good, yeah.
something that sounds good. Like they have like a pineapple salsa this rice.
Lobster.
Or they have
rice.
like a lobster, this, that. You know, it's names, like even names that sounds good. Even like
Combinations that sound interesting.
even pause, like cocktails. You know how girls love cocktails. You know the colorful. That's I said pause, right? I already said my pause, so I don't care, right? So I don't miss a one mama for say. I said I'm safe, right? Right. Even like girls love to see that colorful drinks and like what's there to, because girls want to get lit too, right? Even when they go get oysters or cheap this and cheap that, right? Price as well. We look at price.
Price. It could be anything, but because our biggest video was the General Tao pizza.
Yeah.
My neighbor told me, "Yo, go try this pizza. It has General." That's
Crazy. And that, could you imagine? And that made us go viral.
And I said, "Yeah, let's go." Found a million views later.
Yeah.
Here we are. You
That
feel
made
me?
us like literally that. It's so when we go back there, they're like, hey, we're like auntie, they're like, hey. Like, they get so excited because like we would never thought that a General Tao pizza would have brought man, because we were like what 6K, we were like
Something like
67, and then we dropped that and we just went from like 67. We woke up like a week later and it's like
16.
what?
Something like that, bro. It was crazy.
Every day we're just getting like 500 for like what's going on, and we realize like Americans are commenting, people in Michigan, New York, Detroit, like yo, I have to fly over there, you know.
All the big
You
people.
think about ground, like once it takes your video and actually dashes in the algorithm, it'll
You're gone,
take off,
star.
and it's gone. And it brought us to 10K, and then we're like, all right, we don't want to lose this fuel, and we're like,
So they kept- they-
and then we went from 10 to 20. We're like, all right, it wasn't just luck, because like when we dropped that, we're like, damn, like you know that made us go viral. We're at 10K, but it's like job's not done. Okay,
Job's
so
not
what, we're at
done,
10K.
man. Kobe.
Does that mean anything?
Job's not done.
You know, 'cause people look at our followers, they're like, geez, you guys made it. You're at 10. We're like, nah,
Not
that's,
even close.
that's not even like nothing to us, you know?
You know, like you see a lot of weird stuff come up in this food world. You're in this food industry. You guys are immersed in it for sure. What would you say is like the scariest food trend that you've seen, like through TikTok? Like people put together all types of madness together and say it's a meal. Like, what would you say is the scariest food trend that you've
Oh, I have
seen?
one.
People are saying tastes good and you know it's dirty. Like,
Or I have one. Even, it wasn't even a trend. One man did it and I said, yeah, no man's beating that. That was disgusting. He did bathroom sink nachos.
Oh, I seen these with that one.
Yeah?
That's,
He,
What's the one where the man
in
said?
the washroom, you know. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear yours. This is what I'm saying to you right now. The man made nachos in the bathroom. It
So
went
what?
viral,
Everybody
you
has
know.
to go to the washroom to get some nachos or whatever. Like,
I don't know what he
no,
was
maybe he's
doing,
just gonna
man.
beat it and then just sit on the toilet after.
You know what you're saying to me right now? Yo,
yo, have you seen
is
there's an
disgusting,
older
fam.
white dude and he goes to like hotels or like airports and he'll make like a steak in the hotel bathroom.
I seen that guy. I seen that
Like,
guy.
I think that stuff's crazy.
Yeah,
like,
that's
and he's
crazy.
fully eating it. Like I'm like nah.
This guy
That
must have been to the
because
bin.
why? Like why? He
Must
woke
have been
up
to
and he
jail.
said, "I'm gonna make a video.
Yeah, like
I'm gonna use nachos in the bathroom."
Yeah.
why?
No, fam, you have to think about a man's like.
Nah, I don't know.
How
That
long
has
do
to
you think
be
like
He
that?
pressed the record button, fam.
just
He's
for
guilty,
the just
fam.
for the video. Yeah. for
He's
sure.
guilty. What do you mean he pressed the record button?
But the worst food trend I see right now, and I think is that people are just doing it for the views, is the Indian street food.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
We talked about this with Yardi. I feel like it's gonna be a reoccurring.
See the man cutting lamb with his
Anytime we
toes,
talk
fam.
about food, this is gonna come up.
Man's cutting lamb with his toes.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Like
The funniest one to me was when the man was like pouring the thing on with his hand and then went in with both hands and washed his hands. And
yeah,
poured
that
more
was the
in.
craziest one for me.
That one to me was the nastiest.
But yo, we had
I don't want to see that
and
one.
obviously this is not even close because we're in Canada. And we had Indian food and we enjoyed it.
Yeah, Indian food was good, bro. What we had.
But we had.
Believe
But
it or
that's
not.
like street. That's like the slums of India when they show those videos.
No,
No,
you're
real shit.
being, no,
Like,
you need to
that's-
go, though. Those videos are the slums.
That's the ghetto.
Me, if they would you eat some, I wouldn't eat it. If I even told my dad, my Jamaican dad, your dad, we're going to
There's
India
no
to go
health
try
and
street
safety,
food,
right?
I think my dad would say, well, boy, good luck. Good knowing you. My dad would tell me, good luck. Yeah, idiot. My dad would really tell me, yeah, idiot. You're on good trouble like India for going to try street food. You know what I'm saying?
And I feel bad for the Indian restaurant owners because it must be killing them.
Yeah, not
somehow.
really. I think their even their
think so?
culture, their culture. Think about Indian too. Their community, they
They're
support
locked
each
in,
other.
bro. They're
They
locked in
really
with
support
each
each other,
They
fam.
support like
They
trust me.
do support each other.
It might be, but doesn't it put a bad stigma on Indian food as a whole? That trend, don't you think?
They'll be
I don't
okay
think
though.
so, dog.
They'll be
You
okay.
don't think
They
so?
care. I
Fam,
don't think
the way I
they
look
care.
at it,
They'll be
like,
okay, bro.
I don't think they care.
Yeah, bro. And
real
you don't think they make money? Like, come on, be real, bro.
Like, you just said, yo, Chinese food is your
What?
favorite. Yo, you just said Chinese food is your favorite food, right? And look at the stigma of that. They,
Real talk.
eat different
Yo.
animals, dogs, and all that.
Yeah, real
And
talk.
I don't want to be racist,
And their
but
currency
I've
too.
seen
Yeah,
certain
like-
cultures eat certain things that, like, you see, like, the Asian people sometimes on Instagram or whatever, or TikTok, they'll just eat the raw fish. It's not scaled, nothing. They're biting the swollen puff fish or whatever. They'll just eat that. Like, I would never in a million years even think of that, but
can't.
to
I would
them
try
it's
that.
normal,
Swollen
right?
fish? I
So
couldn't do that.
maybe,
The big puff fish. I
yeah,
couldn't do
so
that.
maybe,
slice it.
Disgusting.
you know, seeing flies all over your food and whatever is.
That's different though. Guys,
Flies, you know where flies go
I'm not
everywhere,
gonna go
bro.
there because I don't know.
A fly could all land on a shit in India, then go fly on the lamb, and then go land
Maybe
on your
so.
lamb, and he's cutting it with his toes. You eating
We're
that?
gonna end with food conspiracies. Top 10 or any food lawsuits that you can remember or think of.
lawsuits.
Yeah, I have a couple, but if you guys have any that you can remember,
There's one.
there's a couple famous ones.
There's one. I have that was on Seinfeld when Kramer spilled the hot coffee on his body.
That's from a true story. That's based on a McDonald's lawsuit
Oh, yeah?
where somebody drank the coffee and it was too hot and
Right,
burned
yeah,
their tongue. and got $6 million.
Jeez.
Yeah, man.
I have one. There's one other guy. He sued ginger ale because it didn't have real ginger in it.
There's no ginger in
And
it.
he sued for damages?
Yeah, because he bought a whole bunch. Supposedly he bought a whole bunch, but I think he was actually going through something. Like, and ginger is obviously a big thing. What he needed for his whatever he was going through. I don't know what.
Oh, sickness.
Whatever. But all I know, he's bought a whole batch of it, put in his garage, and he found out like there's no real ginger, and he sued them, and he got a lot of money for it, bro.
Jeez.
Did you hear about the one, the guy in Subway in the UK where they deem Subway bread as like actually a dessert because there's so much sugar in it?
Wow.
Yeah, they deemed it like as a, like it's not considered bread; it's like considered a dessert.
A pastry.
Yeah, basically.
Yo, you guys must do a washout every week. Like this is the secret. You must do some type of detox weekly or something,
If
fam.
we don't,
It's like lemon and turmeric and something. Like you must do
Go to
something.
your local Chinese supermarket, buy some good green tea and
Green
everything,
tea.
and drink it in the morning
I
and
hear that.
eat good, fam. You know,
go gym. Like I play soccer twice a week, and I go gym like 3 times a week. And then, like fam, you're going to a restaurant. No one can finish all that food. You know what I mean?
Right,
So you
right,
bring it home. You know, maybe your family eats it, maybe not. Maybe
Even
you
the
just take a
man
bite.
the man them love me on the block, cause if I
Yeah, just give away.
be real, you fam. Like I'm a
More
type of guy,
time-
fam. Like this is before I go back on the block, man. I'm
give it
outside
away,
balling
bro.
up into the fam. I went here, like yo, yeah.
They see you coming.
Man's are taking that. I swear, man's are taking that. You know.
Give me that too, please, dog.
Yeah.
They see this guys look turn the corner. Your brothers are running outside like the ice cream. Like yo.
Yeah, bro.
All right,
Yeah.
so you guys got this cooking show coming up, or you're doing
It started,
yeah.
actually.
So like, how is that? What's that venture like? Is this the new direction of what you're doing? Is this the future?
I think it's a part of it. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
the difference between us, like, and going back to what you said earlier, like, why people mess with us is like we don't depend on restaurants to make our content. We have a video coming out where it's just me and him trying snacks sitting at a table. It's gonna be a bust up.
Amazing
you know?
video, too.
So we don't necessarily need restaurants to. Oh, hey guys, here's another restaurant. Cause like that gets boring after a while. Like what else can you do as a food content creator?
Evolving.
We go through the same conversations.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
bro.
And we're working on some
Evolving.
content. just
Exactly.
now,
Have to
you know what I mean?
evolve.
What else can you do?
Have to. Well, can't just stay here, right?
What other space can you tap in that's still in your niche? You know what I mean? How far can you push it? Because like respectfully, fam, how many other food content creators do you guys know that you would say, yeah, come on our show?
I don't know their names still, to be honest. But
Yeah?
I know I say Mark TV all the time.
That you would bring on the show to have an entertaining
Whoa,
conversation?
I don't know.
Or are you just following them to know what spot you could go check
To be
out?
honest, you guys are the only food people I really fuck with.
Yeah,
so that's
yeah.
great.
That's the thing.
You feel me? But that's
To be honest.
and that's the thing. Like a lot of them you'll follow to see which food spot you could go to, but like how many of them are you watching for entertainment purposes?
Nah, it's true still. It's true. No, that's
That's what we're trying
And
to put.
that's not me trying to diss. That's just me
That's
trying
what
to
we're
be
like,
honest.
even on the gram, like, if you look, it says digital creators. Before we had a TV show, but now like we're creators. 'Cause we want
and
to,
create more.
we're all creators. No,
all right. So shout out your next move that's coming up to the people, your Instagram, all that, where they can find you. You know what I mean?
You got season 3 and season 4 of the cooking show on
on
YouTube.
YouTube at Marv TV, man. Subscribe, like, and share.
Yeah, I'll say this too. On YouTube and Instagram and TikTok, we have a new series where we're actually gonna be putting people on our favorite restaurants.
Yep.
So make sure you guys tap into that.
That's smart. I read that one.
Yeah, so
that's
our
my
favorites, you feel me? So you guys can actually see what
Let's
we
lock
mess
in in
with.
general, our series. We're gonna be dropping series after
Yeah,
series after series for you guys because
series.
we want to be changing up stuff. You know, not just come to this spot and that. No. So I this series, you know, this is my dad's favorite spot, or this is
Yeah.
my mom's favorite spot. You know.
Next is the merch. We have merch dropping actually next week probably.
Yeah.
So tap into that.
All the merch, you know. This is the
merch
Nipsey
dropping.
one.
Okay.
What else? Anything else?
YouTube, subscribe, like, and share. Because honestly, we really got some crazy YouTube content coming. We're trying to be like on a level, on a big level on YouTube, you know. So please subscribe, like, share, spread the love to your auntie, and subscribe to the man on the podcast as well. Don't be stupid,
sick,
don't be
man.
dumb.
We appreciate you guys for what you do, man. You guys are the last of the Mohicans.